Okay, doing a little early morning exploration. Sun's already up, it's already getting hot. And going to a site of some coal drift mines that were once operated by Sloss-Sheffield Steel and Iron Company. So it's not an easy place to get to. All this overgrowth right here is a result of timbering. So you've got a lot of thorns, vine, thick overgrowth, underbrush. So coming in from this direction, and what this is right here is the remains of the mine cart rail tramway bed. So these series of mines were opened up around 1904, 1905. So going in this direction goes along the side of the ridge to the rail line that would be probably about a half a mile away from here. Good guess, a quarter to a half a mile away from this position. So going to try to make the best of this minecart tramway bed. That was pretty brutal. There's no way to get up here without going through all that stuff. So thick gloves, thick clothes so you don't get cut up. But back in this holler here should be some of the drift mines. The other ones were strip mined many years later, back in the late 40s and 50s. A lot of this area was strip mined by coal companies. So these are probably the only ones left in this area. I have no idea if they're going to be open or closed or what we're going to find back there. So, but anyway, heading off in this direction. Okay, came down a little bit further on the old tramway bed. And this is one of the coal drift lines that was once operated by Sloss-Sheffield Steel and Iron Company. These were actually called the Eulamo mines, part of the Eulamo mines, which spread out pretty good way along this ridge line. So, as you can see, this was once a pretty big coal drift mine. Right up there, that depression is probably where they had a shaft for the air fan. And you can see it's been closed for a long time. So, anyway, well, there may be one or two more left in this series. Like I said, there was about as many as 10 part of this mine series. Eulamo mines. It was a series of coal drift mines, but I think this one and just a few others are the only ones that are left. So, but anyway, well, disappointing, but this was pretty good sized coal drift mine back in the day. So anyway, we'll head on down the tramway bed and see what we can find. Okay, still tracking this way on the tramway bed, but they had a couple of more drift mines right going into the bottom of this ridge right here that parallels this one. But timbering years ago, all that thick overgrowth, privet, vines, serious, humongous thorn bushes, just can't get to it, and I doubt it would even be open. There was supposed to be one here, one back over there, and one back over here. So, I mean, that's an impenetrable jungle down there. So, I'm gonna have to forego those, and I'll stick on the tramway bed. There might be one more that was connected with this tramway bed, so find out soon enough. Okay, so reached the end of the tramway bed right here, and right here was supposed to be the last in the series of the Eulamo drift mines on this in this area, and it's completely gone. Looks like rains over many decades, maybe 100 years, have come on down from the top of the ridge and created this wash. Plus, you've had timbering over the decades in this area. So straight ahead is where the mine was supposed to be. So it's no longer here either. So anyway, so I found one that was definitely definitive. The other ones I could not get down to, just too bad of an overgrowth. So we're going to head through this direction and do a big circle to get around and try to get out of the way of all this overgrowth and just stick to the woods that haven't been timbered. But anyway, well, scratch that itch. Little field trip out here to find some old Sloss-Sheffield steel and iron company drift mines, but that's the way it goes. But pretty day though to be out in the woods. All right.